Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to take a look at the Strength Goku. Now the Hope of the Universe Strength Goku recently got his Extreme Z Awakening as part of the update to the Int Majin Buu Extreme Z battle. Now Goku is a pretty good unit. Goku, in terms of his leader skill, is an AGL and strength type lead, which isn't anything spectacular on its own, but is pretty decent overall. In terms of his super attack effect, he causes supreme damage to the enemy and greatly raises the allies' attack of 30% for 2 turns, which is pretty good because that means he boosts everyone else's attack damage, which is really nice. In terms of his passive effect, he has attack and defense of 120% with attack of 30% and defense of 20% per key sphere obtained. He has a chance to perform a critical hit of plus 10% up to 30% in total at the start of each turn. He also changes physical key spheres to strength key spheres when there is an ally whose name includes Vegeta attacking in the same turn. He also recovers HP with candy, but that's a mechanic that's very specific to a certain Dokkan event. In terms of links, he has Z Fighters, All in the Family, Saiyan Warrior Race, Prepared for Battle, Golden Z Fighter, Supreme Power, and Fierce Battle. He also has Majin Buu Saga, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Final Trump Card, Connected Hope, Turtle School, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, and Battle of Fate as his category. Now, Goku is a pretty impressive unit. In terms of links, he's probably got the weirdest link set for a Goku. He does have Prepared for Battle, he does have All in the Family, he does have Saiyan Warrior Race, which are all pretty good links. But he is missing Kamehameha, which is pretty strange for a Goku unit, but I mean it's not the absolute end of the world. Now Goku overall is a very solid unit. We're looking at him at 55%, so we should see some pretty good results from Goku. The nice thing about him is his ability to raise allies attack and his built-in crit chance. Because of that, you can build him more additional orientated, and I would go an additional priority / crit build for Goku. You can go evasion, I guess, if you want to have kind of a full package for Goku, but additionals do help. They help maximize his built-in crit chance and help to maximize his raising of allies attack, which is obviously very helpful. In terms of linking partners, this is where it kind of falls off for Goku. So Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle are very strong common links that Goku has, along with Saiyan Warrior Race. But Golden Z Fighter and Z Fighters are both relatively weak units comparatively, that you're not really gonna like using. So here we can see Goku 91,000 defense before he picks up a single orb, but he does have 4 links active with this AGL Goku, who's also a orb changer. Now you don't need a Vegeta to make Goku good, just the ability to change orbs is rather helpful, because it allows Goku to obviously create orbs for himself to increase his defense. But you can see here, very solid defense so far, 145,000 defense with no support on rotation, so very good. He also is going to boost everyone else's attack by 30%, which is very solid and quite helpful. If you see here, you can see Goku doing a pretty good attack stat as well in the 2 millions, which is a nice mark to kind of hit. So yeah, very good starting turn from Goku, very solid unit. Remember, he's boosting everyone else's attack as well, which is obviously super duper helpful and really just something that honestly helps out overall. So yeah, Goku looking solid so far. The more dupes you have in him, the better he's going to be. The only real issue he has is comparatively to a unit like Vegeta. So Vegeta stacks attack and defense for multiple turns, which helps him out in terms of tanking. I think the Int Vegeta is definitely the better tanking unit of the two, who can easily get up over the 200%, the 200k defense mark quite easily. He also has the ability to just reach higher maximums than Goku due to the fact that he stacks attack and defense. But both of them can hit really good, attack and defense, and Goku shares 5 links with that Vegeta, so they make a very strong pairing. Goku can also increase his attack, which is super duper helpful. We can grab a whole bunch of orbs here, which is good. 8 orbs, so we're getting a very sizable chunk, and we can see that that defense can get very high. Now we are getting very lucky with orbs, but when you have a Vegeta, you can actually kind of plan this out really well, which is honestly super duper helpful and great overall. Like, it really does help out a lot for the units. It makes them function way better. So yeah, having that Vegeta alongside Goku is great. You can see here we built up to 20% crit, which is also very solid. Goku builds up crit super easy, so it is just like something that can take a little while, but once it's in there, it is very noticeable. 30% crit's a decent mark. Obviously some units are rocking 70% crit, but for a unit that also increases his allies attack for 2 turns, remember that also means Goku is increasing the attack of units in this turn as well. It's not like he's, only increasing, himself or anything like that. He really is like assisting the team and doing a really good job overall. So very impressive work by Goku. A really solid unit from that perspective. But yeah, just really good. The way he can just boost our team, make our team function really well. And yeah, he's got a good setup. His links aren't too great. Like I said, they're not too bad, but they're not too great. All in the Family is a great defensive link, but only available with other Goku units. Z Fighters is just very uncommon. Sand Warrior Race is fairly common and okay. It's only 10% attack at max level. Prepared for Battle is his key link and obviously one of his best links, being very common and very solid. Golden Z Fighter is only really going to happen with this Vegeta here. Supreme Power is a solid link for Majin Buu Saga teams, and Fierce Battle is a very common good attack link, so overall very decent. We can see here he's got a great amount of defense now, and he's going to be able to hit pretty hard. We should see his best kind of stats here of the evening, and yeah, we've seen pretty solid performance, and we should get a crit as well. So yeah, Goku, very good, very solid, and we'll take a look at his links now and who best he links up with, because that's pretty much all that's remaining. I think we've seen everything we need to see. For 55%, Goku is pretty damn good. He's very solid, if not only limited by his link set, and that's really about it. Everything else about him is crazy good. So yeah, we'll take a look at his link set now. Pretty solid link set overall. Like I said, it's okay. There's 3 really good links there, so Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, Saiyan Warrior Race. All very common link sets. Ones he shares with Hybrid Saiyans units, ones he shares with Pure Saiyans units. He's got some other powerful links, and to highlight those, possibly all in the family. It's going to give him another 20% defense at max link level, and it's a very good link to get on a Goku's family team, or maybe if you're pairing him up with another Goku. It's going to increase his defensive cap, which is good, because although his defense isn't bad, having the ability to increase his defensive cap is very good and very helpful to the unit, especially if you don't manage to get a lot of orbs in the turn. Having that extra 20% defense really does change how the unit functions overall. But he links really well with multiple units. Pure Saiyans units, he's going to find some friends there, and the fact that he's going to boost their attack means that essentially him missing 1 or 2 links with them isn't the end of the world. He does, interestingly enough, share 4 links with the transformed version of this Vegeta unit, or the exchanged version. With this Goku, he's a really good running partner, so that's an interesting combination for you to run. And they do share all in the family, which is really awesome for them. So yeah, overall could be a very solid unit, actually. Very cool unit to run, and very awesome overall. Like, he could do a very good job. He also shares 4 links with this tech Vegeta as well. A lot of Majin Buu based Pure Saiyan units like Vegeta or Goku, or even just Majin Buu Saga units in general, all have Supreme Power, which is a very good link. For them, it's 10% attack and defense. Just remember that units like the Tech Vegeta and the Int SS3 Goku, they do struggle a little bit just because they have to transform, and transforming obviously does mess around with their key links a little bit, so it's not really something that's too great. But the Int Vegeta is going to be the best unit for him. They share 5 links, which is pretty impressive, and honestly they both fulfill each other's passives, which is very helpful. that orb changing ability, like I said, is going to enable them to kind of like, you know, create orbs and just prevent any key problems, or just help them really hit some nice attack and defense stats. So I would highly suggest running them together. If you do have both of them, they're honestly a great pairing, and they share a lot of categories together: Pure Sands, Martian Brew, Saga, Final Trump Card, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate. So they do actually share a lot of categories together. You can link them with a couple other units. If you're going a Goku's family build, I would suggest these ones, because they all hold all in the family. But just remember, some of them transform, which is going to make having key links a little bit more difficult later on, especially since you're not going to be able to change orbs, which means you're not going to be able to manufacture orbs to generate ki. But yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of Goku and his link partners. I think that's everything you kind of need to know about him. I think he's a great unit, and I think if you do have him, you should easy him. He's great for a lot of hard stages, and he does have a very high cap, especially if you have him at Rainbow or with a couple dupes. This guy can get into the 200k mark very easily with just a couple orbs. I've used him and in a couple events, and yeah, he's very impressive. So I would suggest using him. But that's it from me. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or leave a comment and I'll reply back. But until then, bye.